Hello and welcome back to Monkey Gardening. I'm still a monkey, this is still my garden. The weather's been absolutely appalling over the last couple of weeks. I've finally got a dry day. So let's catch up with what's been going on. Well, basically you're going to see how bad the weather's been. And then we'll come back and I'll bring you up to date with what's going on in the garden and with Seedling Corner. Fantastic. Right, it's finally stopped raining and it's supposed to be dry today, but then rain's forecast for the whole of next week. So I'm just getting out here and doing a few jobs while I can. So ironically, after all of that rain, I actually need to water the stuff in the cloche and in the polytunnel. I've just brought down this second lot of wildflower mix. It's been up in Seedling Corner. That's all doing fine, but it's been up there long enough now. So that can live in the polytunnel for a little while before I plant it out, so it gets more light. But yeah, it's just been so cold and wet this spring. Like, there's hardly anything that's growing. It's just all stuck, frozen. Yeah, anyway, get on and do a few jobs. I've just bought some spinach seedlings down from Seedling Corner. It's taken a month for these to get to this stage. It's a bit of a lost cause really, because come June, July, spinach tends to bolt. We should be eating spinach by now. But we'll grow them on anyway, maybe they won't bolt. You can also see in this bed that I must have left quite a few potatoes in the ground from last year. They started to sprout. It's not really the way you're supposed to do it, but I've not really got any plans for this bed, so I'll just let them get on with it, see what happens. I've just watered everything under the polytunnel. Spinach, wildflowers, whatever that thing is, chard from last year, more nasturtiums and baby doll flowers, whatever they're going to be. Next thing I'm going to do is put some more string on the peas and just have a bit of a tidy up. The herb garden seems to be doing well though, so that's nice. Okay, so that's what's been going on for the last couple of weeks. As you can see, absolutely dreadful weather, but it's really nice and warm today. It's the first proper warm day out here, I think, this year. I was just about to start potting up stuff in this cloche. I've been holding off planting stuff out just because it's been so cold and miserable, and plants don't like being pelted with hail. But then I realised I didn't have any compost, so I've just had a quick trip to B&Q. Okay, so it's time for a little trip in the Mischief mobile. Me and my pal, where is he? Like Harry? Yeah, we're just going to go off to B&Q, pick up some compost and see what plants they've got. I won't film the journey, but if there's anything interesting in B&Q, then I'll film it. Well, here we are at B&Q. Howie was just asking me how big the queue is here, and I was just telling him it's about the same size as the B. Anyway, let's go in. Okay, so we're back from B&Q. Got some compost. Wasn't much worth filming in there, so I didn't bother. It was quite interesting to see actually that their flowers and vegetables and things were all really well behind where they'll normally be in the season as well. But I bought this flower, this dahlia. As I said in the previous episodes, I really want to have lots of flowers in the garden, but nothing's really getting there yet apart from the strawberries. So I just picked this thing up for a bit of colour. I might pot it up. And I also picked up some more string to sort out my peas and sweet peas. So yeah, I'm going to make the most of this sunshine and pot up these plants. Okay, so that's my courgettes potted up. They're actually looking quite healthy, even though they've been in that cloth a bit too long. They weren't too pot bound. I think they'll be okay outside. They'll be okay with rain. As long as we don't have any more hail or vicious winds, they should be fine. I'm keeping everything in the bed, sort of nested up against the squirrels. Some of the stuff in here took a right battering from the hail. These courgette plants here are very, very unhappy. I might try potting them up. You can see it's got quite a lot of the plants have got holes in the leaves, which I think is from the hail. It was really harsh at some points. So yeah, I'm going to continue potting up what's left in here. So what's left in here is more sunflowers, more chard, and some spinach. The spinach has really come on actually. It seems to have liked being in the cloche. I'm not quite sure where that's going to go yet, but I'll continue potting the stuff up. I'll finish this episode by a little visit to Seedling Corner. One of the things I can show you, even through all that dreadful weather, I did manage to germinate this wild seed mix outside. I just covered it in this pane of glass and left it, and 10 days later I've got little seedlings. That's quite nice. But yeah, we'll take a little visit to Seedling Corner. I got a text this morning from Andrew, who's the father of Seb, you may remember me talking about before, my little monkey fan. Hello Seb, if you're watching. And he was inquiring about my chilli plants. So let's go and have a look at those. So here we are in Seedling Corner. The only thing growing up here now is chilies and what is this? Mint and parsley. So yeah, Seb, the chilies did eventually germinate, as you probably saw in an earlier episode, and I potted them up. Plus I had a couple that I sowed into the pots rather than sowing onto the kitchen paper. So yeah, they're doing okay. I moved them around in the daytime to try and get as much sunlight as possible. These little pots dry out very quickly, so I have to be careful to water every day. They should really be bigger than this. I should have started earlier in the year because the growing season here is so short, but they're never going to be outside, so they should survive the winter. So we may get some fruit this year. If not, then hopefully the plants will survive the winter and we'll get some fruit next year. But yeah, they were very difficult to germinate. My mate Bunny is an expert on growing chilies. I might have to get him to do a guest appearance on one episode. Yeah, so that's it for now. Thank you for watching. I nearly gave this the whole nonsense up, the weather's been so bad. But a couple of you who watch this channel were kind enough to text me and encourage me to keep on going, so I'll keep on going. Alright, stay safe out there. See you on the next one.